Hello, I, Dr. Pankaj Kumar Goswami, welcome you all again in the machine learning using Python tutorial. Today we are going to discuss about the while loop. In the previous tutorial, we had a discussion of the using of for loop in a Python programming. So we could be able to understand that various conditions are there where the finite number of terms are there over which a loop has to be executed. So here we are looking for the same one, can how and where we can utilize a while loop. So starting with the while loop, the basic difference between for loop and a while loop is that the while can be executed for infinite number of times until and unless the condition is being satisfied. So this is what the benefit. It starts, it keep on running until and unless a condition is being satisfied, it come out. So this kind of a loop situation is really very good when you need to run a program until and unless the desirable output comes. So this is actually the need of the machine learning. So machine learning is definitely working for the dedicated kind of output where a particular situation, particular condition need to be satisfied. Until and unless this condition is not satisfied, then it will not come out from its search engine. Like suppose we have a somewhere like finding out the spot on a wall. Suppose we have a device which has a target to create a spot on a wall. So what a program runs with the scanning of some pixel areas. A particular area has been decided to scan the skull, and this particular area will be scanned by the device continuously until and unless this particular spot will be identified. So the device will start scanning for a specified area and it try to find out the basic contents of the grayscale level or the illumination or the dark shade and whatever the pixels we have created, whether it is a color or grayscale. So it starts scanning and finding out basically the spot area. If it doesn't get, it means it will go shifted to the next one and the same program to be repeated. So until and unless the whole wall is to be scanned, then it won't stop. When it finds the spot on a wall, immediately it identifies and comes out from the loop and give out the condition. So similarly here, let's begin with the while loop. So first of all, as we are working, I'm just making you aware again, we are working on a Google Colab platform because it is easily available and available everywhere. You just only need internet. So that's why we are preferring this Google Colab platform. So first of all, you all have to start with your Google Colab. As I'm doing, just those are watching this video first time, they should go for the Google Colab first. So you may get such kind of screen in which you have number of your own programs that you have created in your Google Colab. So as we had been working on the first program, so we are just continuing in this program, the first program here. I'm opening this one. So here we have opened our first program, IPYNB file, and remember, once you are going to start, you need to connect this first. So today we have a target to understand while loop. So let's begin with. Basically, a while loop flowchart consists of, first of all, you have a while loop condition. Then it goes for the test expression. Text expression, it means first of all it will go for the while loop, then it go immediately for your test expression. Text expression is nothing but is that condition for which this while loop is being created. So it will check whether this condition is true or false. Hash, it may be false, and hash, it may be true. If suppose condition is false, then immediately it comes out from the loop existence, and when it becomes true, until and unless this expression is true, it keep on moving. It means suppose that if I'm just creating a loop, maintain the fan on in a room when the peoples are there. So I just keep checking, my device will keep checking the persons are there, yes, fan is on. The person is there, yeah, fan is on. The person is there, yeah, fan is on. So this keep on rotating, keep on moving in a loop situation until and unless the condition becomes false. Person is there, no. Then immediately fan switched off. So this is one example of a while loop condition of a daily practice in which we generally create a smart device or learning of a device. So let's begin with a very simple program. Here we are just taking one example of a while loop. So I've just taken a very simple example here to just make it more quick for you people. So first of all, I have just taken this one, a program to add natural number. So natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 up to so many numbers are there. And here under this number, I'm just giving a choice to the user. So first of all, as we are talking about giving the choice to the user, we have this command. We have already talked about this. If you want to give the choice to the user, so you have to take a variable as n. You are giving an option to the user to enter this variable as integer, input, and enter n. So this n is basically a number. So you may also write something as per your choice. Enter an integer number. Enter an integer number. So this is the option or the choice given to the user. Or you may limit also up to 10, up to 50, up to 600 and so on. But here we have created a while loop. This is what the beauty of the while loop, because we know that it can run infinite number of times. So let's begin with how we are initializing this. So first of all, I have just taken the sum. Initially it is being started with the sum as 0 and I has been begin with the 1. It means condition has to start with the 1. And I am using the syntax of this while. So the while loop giving you a facility to create the condition, as we already talked about. Test expression. What is the expression? So this while loop will start working and repeat the process whatever it is giving to you until and unless this condition becomes satisfied. So this I start from 1 and run up to less than equals to of n. It means it start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and whatever the choice I am giving as n, it will only work up to that. If it is choice of 1, it will run only one time. If a choice given to 10, it will run 10 times. If a choice is given to 100, it will run up to the 100. So let's see this one example. So here I have just created the basic formulation what it has to do for this loop. Loop has been created for this condition, and under this loop what is to be executed? The execution is nothing but sum equals to sum plus I. It means every time the I is being incremented and every time the sum is being added with the I. So as I increases, I equals to I plus 1. As I increases, always the sum increases. So this is the situation I have created. So this is simply saying that how the i's keep on increasing. So it starts from here, it check the condition 1. If suppose I am just taking an example of 10, I just begin with an example. Well, it's asking number to me, enter an integer number. I am simply taking a 4. So answer is 10. So what happens? It starts from 1 and checking the condition for 4. If 1 is less than 4, yes, it starts. Sum equals to sum plus I. Sum was initially 0 and I was 1. So 0 plus 1, 1. And then in the next process, I has become now 1 plus 1, 2. So it comes again because this condition is basically satisfied. Until and unless this condition is satisfied, it keep on working. And when it is not true, then it comes out. So again it will go because the condition is satisfied, it's less 2, 3, and when it becomes 4. Under the 4 condition, it will go here. I equals to I plus 1 become now 5. It will go to the loop and check the status expression. If the 5 is less than equals to, it's not. So it will immediately come out from this loop. When it comes out from the loop, it go next stage to the program, and this program is nothing but print the sum is whatever your sum is here. So this is the basically print command. Here I am just giving a statement and what to print as this is what the result is sum. So I am entering this one. Taking another example here. Let's see if suppose I am entering the different numbers. Suppose I have just taken a number 500. Wow, is giving result in a second. 1, 2, 5, 2, 5, 0. It is the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and so on. So all these numbers will be added easily with the help of this program. And the main key concept of this program to keep on adding is nothing but a while. So while is the protagonist of this whole program. So let's see one more example on the while loop. Taking another example for your convenience, I have just taken this example directly to save the time. So first of all, we begin with what exactly the concept of this. In this program, previously we talked about the while loop utilization dealing with the numeric numbers. Now here I am looking to deal with some string operations. Let's say I have just taken a simple concept here. The program is somewhat related that for a time-based class of Python. Let's say time-based class of Python. Done. So I'm just creating a program, simply program. For a period of time, my particular program will be able online, and then after it comes out. Okay. For just take an example. Suppose I have just taken a simple counter, starting with a counter, and that counter has taken as a variable CNTR. You may take your own one, not only the CNTR, you may take on C and T as well as. And I have initiated with the 0. Checking this, while CNTR is less than 3, until and unless it is less than 3, it will print welcome to tutorial of Python. It means I am starting with the time 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. And here what I am doing, I am repeating this. Whatever the initiative I have just taken, I am just incrementing it. So every time it is incremented, and once this condition becomes satisfied, it will come out. So see here, it's very interesting. So counter will start, time start from 0. It is 0, 0 plus 1, it becomes 1. Next time it becomes 2, and third time it becomes 3. So it gives only up to 3. So for 0, 1 and 2. Only up to 0, 1 and 2 it will run on. And when it becomes to 2 plus 1, 3, it immediately come out. So until and unless this condition is true, it prints on this one. And when this condition becomes false, it come out from this. Just take this example. So here, welcome to the tutorial of Python, welcome to the tutorial of Python, welcome to the tutorial of Python. So it starts running for CNTR value, control value, counter value for 0. Time starts from 0. It's working for 1. It's working for 2. When it becomes 3, immediately it comes out from the loop and print the else condition. So here interestingly, I have just taken one example to conditional statement of the while as well as the utilization of the else. So else also helps you to make out. So rather than putting the different condition, you can use the combination of this else. Else really helps you to make your loop, to make your function, to make your program out from the loop. Here you can also change like something, whatever you wanted to print here. Class is off. See you next time. So see what is interesting. So by this you are just creating a particular portal or a device for your own self. It's working for 10, 5, 6, 8 and 9 minutes. And it is continuously displaying, suppose taking an example of 10 here, it is continuously displaying welcome to the class of the tutorial, welcome to tutorial of Python, and until unless it remains, your class remains, it will be shown over here. And once your class is off, it shows. See, so this kind of a message can be scrolled on your screen by using this program. That can easily be scrolled down on your screen, welcome, 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 until and unless the particular show exists, particular thing exists, and then after it comes out. Similarly, in different condition, in numeric condition, in data analysis, where you need to keep on giving the input continuously, it works on. Suppose that there is an electric bulb which is working on as per the requirement of the person inside the room. Example I am just taking. So first of all, a sensor is checking whether the person is inside. This sensor is giving a condition to the loop. If there is an input on sensor, loop condition is satisfied. Loop condition is satisfied, then the bulb is on. When the person is not there, sensor will not give any input. If the sensor will not give any input, it will come out from the loop, then bulb becomes off. This is another example. Taking another very interesting example of while loop. So as I told you, the while loop works until the condition becomes false. So it may create your program to run for infinite period of time. Under this situation, sometime your program may go on hang on situation. So this is an issue, so that the making your while loop condition out for the executed aspects has to be taken care of easily. Let's begin with this. Just take another example how this while loop can create a problem in a loop. Suppose that I have just taken a variable which is equals to 100. While this variable is equals to 100, infinite loop will start. See, I have already given a condition. I have fixed the variable on which the while is going to work. It means always this condition becomes true, because this variable is always equal to 100, because I have already taken. I am not just even asking to the person to enter this one. This has become the equal condition. What it has to do? Data. It asks input data from someone. So under this while loop condition, this variable is always equal to 100, and always this condition is true, and always this condition is true. This particular statement has to be executed always. So let's see how does it work. It is asking me to enter something. Actually, this is what the process. I am entering something like 10. Again it is asking enter something 25. Again it is asking I am entering 100. So this is what a situation. So because this condition is true, because the variable has been fixed as 100, so it will keep on working. If suppose you wanted to make this, so under this situation you have to create this loop off. So never it will go to goodbye friend. It will keep on running for this 100. What you can do here, you choose here input enter any number, use inverted commas. You're asking enter any number. Let's begin this one. Some indent error is there. So let's check this out. So I have just taken here variable as an input, enter any number, and that has given a choice. So well, it is asking to me. Now see, inside the program I have just given a condition. This variable is equal to 100, only this condition will be true. So I'm not putting this 100. Entering something. You entered 100. Goodbye friends. So immediately it's not going to this condition. Whatever the thing is there, you entered. I have entered 100. So that's why it is goodbye friend. But in the same situation, if suppose if I ask to enter this is satisfying the condition. So this is not going inside the loop because it is not checking up the condition and making it true. This is what the beauty of while loop. So here we have just taken an example. So now we are just giving a choice to the user to enter the number, and we have created this while. When it is equivalent to 100, then only this situation will be satisfied. Otherwise, the print you entered whatever the variable, I changed it here to data instead of this variable. Whatever the variable is there, that is to be printed here. And finally at the last message comes. So let's see to check out when we are entering some input, and is it really transferring to this area or not. Let's begin with this. It's asking to enter me number, and I'm just choosing a number which is not equal to this one, so that it immediately comes out from the loop. Let's say it is 56, which is not equal to 100. Well done. It's saying you entered 56, goodbye friend. So actually this is what the utilization of the while loop. So many different type of problems are there, so many different combinations are there. Under all different combination the issues, while loop have a different utility. But in actual, when you want to run your loop large number of period of time, instead of satisfying a different condition, it is better to use the while loop. So only when it is working and fixing up its with the condition, if this condition is satisfied, it can run infinite number of time. This is what the benefit. So when you have a large number of repetition of your particular program in a certain module, then use the while loop. So I hope so you all really would be able to understand what exactly the while loop and what is a for loop. So here we are finishing up the loop. Soon we'll take more examples related with the all learnings we have just taken here in the Python. So keep learning each and every concept, keep working on it. So do some practice on that. Till then, thank you very much. Bye bye.